Hello and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator. I'm your pilot, Alexander Gwynn. Today we are taking our Cessna 172 on a small scenic trip around my mostly adulthood home of El Reno, Oklahoma. A few people who might be watching this will really appreciate this. I have already done my complete checklist, so we can skip all of the annoying stuff and just get into the air. Kilo Romeo Charlie Echo traffic, Cessna November 600 Alpha Golf, taking off runway 17 right. Here we go. Today we're going to be flying a lot lower than I normally would, so that we can actually see everything. At the moment, I'm not even 1,000 feet off the ground. We're going to turn left to heading roughly 270. Follow along I-40 here. Making a very sharp turn. In real life, we'd be feeling it. Woo. As you can see right now, we are flying along the I-40 corridor between Yukon and El Reno. If you look carefully ahead, we should see the Highway 81 junction. Now, I'm not sure how recent the satellite imagery is, so not everything may be 100% accurate in light of the recent construction in the last couple of years. left-handed turn here. There you see 81 Highway, headed down towards Union City. Very familiar farm just south of town. Well, familiar to me anyway. I gotta watch out here. There's a crop duster that flies around sometimes at a Baker airfield right here next to town. I don't see him today. Point the nose down just a little bit. Actually, I think this is Radio Road. Yeah, this isn't El Reno, this is Radio Road. There's some very familiar shops down there, oil field shops. There's 66 Highway right here. Whee! Sorry about that confusion there. It's been a long time since I've seen El Reno from here. Like, years. Let's drop some altitude here so we can get a better look. Ladies and gentlemen, to our left, looking right at them, you can see a pair of car dealerships. The further one is Diffie Ford Lincoln. The other one is, I forgot, some kind of GMC dealership. I honestly forgot the name of it. Man, there's a lot of traffic down there. A lot more traffic than there normally would be this time of day. Yep, that's Diffie, all right. It looks just like it. We're making a sharp turn here. In front of us, you'll see some familiar, the Frontier Chrysler Jeep Dodge. There's a familiar Love's gas station back down there. The trailer park that got hit by a tornado a few years ago. Several businesses. Here is El Reno's cemetery. I don't personally know anyone in there because we moved to El Reno back in 2012. Right down there is my and my neighbor's houses. Well, I don't live there anymore, but my parents do. Here's the kind of floodplain area of El Reno. Great big field out here. I don't remember what it is. And El Reno's water treatment reservoir? I'll admit, I lived there for a good 10 years, 9 years. Never actually knew what this was. A lot of water. That's a county facility that I'm looking at right now. Let's turn 270. Pulling up the nose too much. Come on, Alex. Be patient. Level out. This is really, really neat. A lot of this is stuff I haven't actually bothered to look at when I lived there. It's a different perspective looking at it from up high. Take a wide left turn in a moment, facing south, and you will see Walmart and our shopping district, as well as Redlands Community College. Ooh, starting to climb a little high, Alex. Can't really see anything anymore. Now at the moment, we're up on the north side of town. North. So a lot of this up here are more industrial businesses that I'm not all that familiar with. Down below is the El Reno High School. To our left is El Reno's Country Club Road. Turn to the right a little bit so you can see. Down below there is Redlands Community College. I think. Yes. I know that parking lot. Didn't know there was a baseball field down there. Huh, learn something new every day. And welcome to Walmart. There is El Reno's Walmart. A lot bigger than it looks from the sky. There's a familiar strip mall too. Another little strip mall over here. Looking at it right now. I could name off a number of these businesses down there, but anyone that lives there, you know what that is. Let's see, how long have I been in the area? To be honest, I haven't been keeping track of time. Let's do a middle pass over town. There's my plane's shadow. Currently hovering about 1,300 feet off the ground, maybe 1,200. Let's go down a little bit. Alright, there we are at about 800 feet above the ground. This normally would be very questionable behavior in an airplane, but hello, other traffic. Flying this low. But that's one of the advantages of the simulator. FAA won't be all over your butt. Here we have the El Reno Lake. I spent a fair amount of time out here whenever I lived in El Reno. There's actually a little remote control plane strip down there somewhere. Never actually found it in person, but I believe right in the center of your view screen, we're looking at it right there. Yep, that's it. They've actually got a proper little runway down there for the remote control planes. Never saw them in action, but I always wanted to. We're gonna go out past El Reno, drift around the El Reno Municipal Airport. I've only ever been by it once. It's a small little airport, about the size of CE Page, I think. 2 runways, fair amount of parking. I think it actually has a restaurant or something there. CE page doesn't. Let me let them know I'm coming real quick. I won't be landing here. '99 Foxtrot. Be advised, Cessna November 600 Alpha Golf, flying in airport airspace. Passing by 1 mile 270. Headed south. Let's see what this looks like. Oh, 1 runway. That's just a long taxiway. Or is that a runway? Nope. 1 runway, 1 long taxiway. No facilities. No, there are some. That pretty much concludes our tour of El Reno. Let's go ahead and drift back 090, head back for CE page, and come in for landing. Climb up where we should be. Back there's CE page out there. You can see the tower light. Drift back up north of I-40. Way I can come in for landing without having to circle in pattern for 10 minutes. So we'll get to see El Reno one more time. Although we're going to get up to altitude this time. If you've noticed that the choppiness is less dramatic on this video, I adjusted some settings on my Meta Quest 2 headset. Sponsored by Facebook. Just kidding, I'm not sponsored by anybody. Although it might be me. Let's get paid for flight simulator videos. Yeah, that could be fun. There's CE page about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to 7 miles. Kilo Romeo Charlie Echo traffic. Cessna November 600 Alpha Golf. 7 miles 270 to land. Hello, Lake El Reno. I'll admit, all that stuff out past El Reno, I have no idea what any of that is. I've driven through it all the time, never actually paid any attention. I believe, if you look right in the center of your screen, that is the El Reno Prison Complex, federal facility. Not sure what that right there is. 090. Used more fuel than I thought here. Still fine. Just used more than I thought. Alright, let's level out and chill. May need to get some lithium grease for my yoke here. Now going 090. Now that we're actually cruising, we're up at just under 4,500 feet. For those of you that don't know our local altitude, that's roughly 3,200 feet off the ground. CE Page Airport is, give or take, 1,356 feet above sea level. Well, the runway is anyway. Alright, let's throttle back and begin our approach. Kilo, Romeo, Charlie, Echo, traffic, Cessna November 600 Alpha Golf, on base leg, runway 17 right, to land. Throttle back to reduce speed. It's going a little fast there. Let's go ahead and throttle down all the way. Drop my flaps when I get down below 100 knots. Actually need to get down below about 85. A little to reduce airspeed. Kilo, Romeo, Charlie, Echo, traffic, Cessna, November 600 Alpha Golf, on final, runway 17 right, to land. Flaps down all the way. Turned a little prematurely. It's alright. We'll drift to our left, line up with the one-way. If you look at my altimeter, I am now roughly 1,000 feet off the ground on final approach to runway 17 right, oriented roughly 170 magnetic heading at CE Page Airport. Now, to clarify, I am a rookie pilot, but I'll still do some basic explanation. For final landing, you will want to be coming in as slow as possible. The reason is you want to be at the slowest possible speed whenever you touch down. Less shock on impact, less wear on the tires, less wear on the plane in general. Also, you can stop faster, but that's self-explanatory. On the wings, you drop a control surface called a flap. Yeah, I know, real fancy, right? What it does is it increases the curvature and surface area of the wing, increasing the available lift. What this does is it allows you to land at a slower speed, or, well, it allows you to fly at a slower speed, and you get to land at a slower speed as a side effect. As you can see from the 4 white lights to the right of the runway, I'm actually coming in slightly high, so I'm going to nose down a little bit, lower my approach. I'm coming in at 65 knots, so that's just about perfect. Just a little bit high. You see one light shifting to red, means I'm closer to ideal approach. Throttle out. 2 lights are red, I'm coming in exactly where I should. 3 lights are red, technically a little low. Level out. Flare out the last second. That was a beautiful landing. I think, simulator-wise, that might be one of my best landings ever. Kilo Romeo Charlie Echo traffic, Cessna 0 Alpha Golf, exiting runway. It is more difficult to land in a simulator sometimes because you rely on the feeling of inertia in a real plane to get a better handle on what's actually going on. In a simulator, you lose that feeling. So, being able to land as smoothly as that, I'm going to honestly say I'm just a little bit proud of myself there. Hee hee. Yes, I know, I sound like an arrogant jerk, but that was a beautiful landing. I earned it. I have never crashed on landing in a flight simulator or in real life. I've had a couple of hard ones, but nothing that damaged the aircraft, just a little bit jarring. Let's check the runway here, make sure there's nobody coming into the runway.
Kilo Romeo Charlie Echo traffic Cessna November 600 Alpha Golf is clear of the runway.
There goes the system. Actually supposed to be in the center of the taxiway here. I'm paying attention. There's a shuttle. A van. Let's go back to my, I've got a ground crew member waiting on me. CE page doesn't actually have personnel like this as far as I know, but it's a nice guiding point. Here we go. Not perfect, but... And that concludes your tour flight for around El Reno and a little beautiful landing as a bonus. Thanks for joining me today on Microsoft Flight Simulator. This has been your pilot, Alexander Gwynn. And for kicks, let's go ahead and shut everything down.